creative entrepreneur, it's easy to feel like your brain is zapped. Learning how to boost creativity on demand can change your business and your life. Stay tuned as I share 7 tips to help you boost your creativity on demand so you can get more done. Number 1 is as simple as exercise. Now you might be saying, Jessica, are you trying to make me get in shape? No, I promise I'm not. This really does help your creativity. I mean, it is good to get up from your computer every once in a while or wherever you're sitting, but I'm really not trying to get you to do that for your health. I mean, maybe your creative health. Dr. Wendy Suzuki wrote, try saying that name 3 times fast. Dr. Wendy Suzuki wrote in Quartz that the part of your brain known as the hippocampus helps with memory, but it also helps boost creativity, and exercise actually helps that part of your brain. Number 2 is the right environment. According to Dr. Teresa Amabile, a Baker Foundation professor at Harvard Business School, where you work has a great deal to do with your creativity. Her study is pretty interesting, and I have to say that it does make a lot of sense from how I felt over my life. Sometimes changing your environment might be something as simple as putting a new photograph in your office, or it could mean something like removing or letting someone leave your life, which will change your mood big time, trust me. Or other times it might mean getting up in the freezing cold Wisconsin morning and going out to Starbucks at 6 a.m. And no, that is definitely not me. So hats off to none other than Kimanzi Constable. Kimanzi Constable. Constable! Yes, Kimanzi Constable! This is a great way to get a jump on the day before the day gets a jump on you. So again, hats off to you. Come on. Now, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, get all the notifications so you can be the first one to get videos like this that help creative entrepreneurs just like you live happier and healthier lives. Number 3 is talking to other people. Now, Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich, believed in the mastermind so greatly that, well, not only did he have an actual physical mastermind, but he made up a mastermind in his own mind. So that's a little meta, isn't it? I don't know. Besides, for the famous book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill also wrote The Law of Success, The Magic Ladder to Success, and other key books of the time. It's about 100 years ago, but actually all the principles really do work now if you just apply them in a more modern way. Now, some people go to mastermind groups, some people go to networking groups and then talk to people there to get ideas, to learn how to collaborate with other people. I personally enjoy talking to people online, getting to know people, my internet friends, which sometimes they turn into real life friends, if that's what you want to call it, real life. I mean, they're not fake people just because they're only talking to me on the internet, right? Oh no. Maybe I have more in common with Napoleon Hill than I thought. One tip I will give you is that whenever you're talking to people, don't be afraid to pull out your notes and jot down something that is helpful to you. No one's gonna think it's rude. Actually, I consider it a compliment if anybody jots down what I'm saying. Like, you listen to it once, thanks. But man, if you jot it down, I guess I'm not doing too bad. Just never assume that you're gonna remember something no matter how much you think it was helpful to you. Our brains don't always operate the way that we want them to. Tip number 4 to boost your creativity on demand is doing nothing. Yes, nothing. Well, actually, you could take a shower, or you can just sit around. But I find a lot of people, and actually one of my friends was telling me she came up with a whole marketing plan, a whole campaign in the shower. You go, girl. I know you can make it happen. Number 5 is blocking off creative time. If you always feel like there's a deadline pressing down on you, that there's something that you just have to do and you gotta get it done, for me, that doesn't help. It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me feel creative. It really makes me feel like, oh no, you're gonna mess up and it's just bad, right? So what I do is I block off some creative time and I just write ideas down or type them down, whichever way I feel like doing it. And then that way I have a bunch of ideas and it's more like, oh, I have like a smorgasbord of ideas, and now this is time whenever I don't feel stressed out. And whenever I do feel a little stressed and I need more ideas, I can just come back to this idea bank and boom, there's plenty of stuff there. Number 6 is to read more books, or for some of y'all out there, read books. Most people don't even pick up a book, and honestly now you don't necessarily have to. You can just get Audible or something. Keep in mind that you don't have to read personal development books or business books to spur your creativity. Actually, whenever you read books that excite you and allow your brain to relax a little bit, you can then creep up on it and make it do more work later. Number 7 is looking at art. And honestly, I really didn't think about looking at art as a way to boost my creativity as a writer. Now it's like, duh. It makes sense to me now, but I've never really thought about it that way. An article in Business Insider by Kevin Loria talked about how looking at paintings triggered certain parts of the brain. These parts of the brain that were triggered have links to creativity. They're associated with visual understanding and object recognition. The parts of the brain linked to the creative part of things were things like learning and emotion. Now, for all y'all that stayed to the end, here's a bonus tip. Work with a coach. And no, I'm not a coach, but this would be the perfect place to set it up. But do yourself, maybe I should work with a speech coach. What do you think? Probably. Do yourself a favor and find a coach in your industry. Find someone that's done what you've done, but more and better, at least in your eyes, and work with them and see how they can help you do more, be better, get more done in less time. Whatever it is that's your goal, having a coach will help you amazingly. Now, don't stop learning and hanging out with me right now. Stick around and watch this video about how to focus on work and not get distracted.